We about to hit you with the recap like Aaron Judge with a bat, because we touching on facts, and plus we up in these hats. It's Knicks real talking, we cut from a different cloth. We cook a Knick broth with a different sauce. We bubble like a hot pot in the kitchen. We dripping on the surface, spitting verses with these bars and b-ball. Cause no matter how far the stars, we see y'all like a telescope. You can tell it's dope by the way we unveil these news and notes. Check the box score, a top score, knocking down shots. Plus we got a lock for 48 minutes, putting on the clinic. The Cat Lieutenant, they entered the winner. The game is over. We trooping in our temples like soldiers and train the planes and Range Rover. I'm getting up and over the list. We on the BQE and we maneuvering swift. This ain't Tokyo, but you know we can drift. Cause the pokey be on the low, so you know our flow had to shift. We about to be out in a few. No doubt next time we see you to be on a game preview. It's Knicks Real Talk and we a vibe. We get it poppin' every day and every night. We on that Knicks shit and you know we about to vibe. So let's ride. So let's ride. It's Knicks Real Talk and we a vibe. We get it poppin' every day and every night. We on that Knicks shit and you know we about to vibe. So let's ride. So let's ride. Yo, salute, ladies and gentlemen. Salute, salute, salute. It's Knicks Real Talk and we a vibe. Y'all know we get it popping every day and every night, man. We in the building. It's the recap. Divine, Shot Powers, Knicks, Boston Celtics, Game 4 recap, man. We're gonna talk about that game and all that good stuff, man. A lot of good things, and not so good thing. Before I go any further, salute to everybody in the building. What's good? We bring my partner crying the other half of the engine to keep the motor running. My brother Shot Powers. What's going on with you, my man?
Peace to you, Divine, as always. Salute to the family in the chat. Let's talk about it. Let's get it.
Let's get yo salute to the chat. On Diop, what's good, my man? Krem's dad, Mr. CEO Ron in the building, man. What's good, Ron? Salute to you as well, my man. Nostalgic. Brian Acosta, as always, thank you for keeping the lights on over us all the time, man. For real, for real. Appreciate you being a supreme member, man. You know, appreciate you. Real talk. Queen Darlene, what's good, Queen Darlene? Good to see you as well. Sister, what's good? Daniel, what's popping? Let's go, man. We got him in here. We got everybody, got nostalgic, everybody, man. Shot Power, beautiful game last night in the Garden. Knicks won Game 4, ladies and gentlemen. Take a 3-1 commanding lead on these guys. Got a chance to close it out tomorrow in Boston. After playing a thrilling game last night, man. Just the New York City Gritty Committee doing what they do. Just keep fighting, scrapping, and clawing, and biting, and do whatever you got to do to get a victory. And they found a way to, like you said, after the first quarter, get that second quarter in and back their legs back with the second quarter, tied the second quarter up. Then they had a wonderful third quarter. Brunson 18, McHale with the midi all night long. Man, it just was crazy. Cat digging in the team trash. You name it, they was doing it. You know what I mean? Deuce McBride had some timely threes down there. Just Anunoby playing the way he was playing, man. Well, unfortunately, man, at the end of the game with about 3 minutes left, Jason Tatum went down with what appears to be, ladies and gentlemen, I can't speculate, but it appears to be Achilles problem, Achilles injury. I don't know if it's season ending. I don't know what it is, but salute to him, man. I hope you get better. Jason Tatum, I mean, real talk, man. You don't want to see that happen to nobody, no matter if you in the NBA, you're just living in life, period. You don't want to see nobody get injured, man. You know, that's just not a good look. So, but anyway, man, you know, that's a problem they got to deal with. He had a terrific game last night. Him and Jason Tatum, you talking about two cats going at it. Them two dudes, that was the Ali Frazier right there with Tatum and Brunson. Them motherfuckers was getting at it. And I was like, okay, this is what I'm talking about right here, Shot Power. So overall, man, they came to play and Knicks prevailed. What's your impression of that game last time? How you feel? I know you got to be giddy about it because I know I was amped and I was poised. Though I wasn't even worried about, like I told you before the show started. In the background, I told my wife, halftime, we good. I'm like, we good. She's like, yeah, you're confident about it. Yeah, we good. And sure enough, Shot Power, it read his head and can't make it happen.
You just, as a fan, you could actually sit back, as you sit in your crib and you talk to yourself because your wife probably in the room watching Netflix or something like that, and you in the room, you by yourself, you talking to yourself. You hope for the first game to win the game. You knew both of these games in New York was going to be tough. Everybody that comes to New York to play some real good basketball in MSG, the biggest garden ever. So you may have thought that the Knicks could win wants to at least win one of these games in New York. And everyone wanted the first game that when we came back. But we end up winning the second game. The same stature is in the same effect. 3-1 dominant status. We got a chance to win in the next 3 games. We have a chance to win where Boston needs to win the next 3 games to take the victory from us. So, with that being said, last night's game was spectacular. Everybody came to play basketball, team basketball, all the way around. You can point fingers to anybody, and you can say, "Yeah, they did definitely had something to do with it." You could point to Deuce with the big shots. You could even Payne didn't really do much, but he was in it for about 5, 6, 7 minutes. You know what I mean? He chucking up shots, but whatever. Mitch came to play some basketball last night. Some of the reminiscence of what we talk about Mitch. He may not get out there and score 25 points tonight, but boy, oh boy, he set some solid screens last night to free up Jalen Brunson last night. He grabbed some offensive rebounds from hell. He did some things last night, catching the ball, laying the ball up. You know what I mean? They did not even want to go to the Fowler Mitch thing because they did not want to go into the penalty. So I applaud what he did. And it was so many guys, everybody. Josh Hart, the limited points that he scored last night was intricate out there doing what he needed to do. Mikal Bridges, that's my guy. I've been riding Mikal Bridges all year. Everybody been dogging him out, talking about these 5 picks. You still think about those? What you think about those 5 picks now after last night game? What you think? You think those 5 picks, was he worth it? I don't know. I think it was worth it. I don't know. And that's how I feel, Devon. I'm super amped. I was super amped last night, and I'm glad that we're here to talk about it today.
Yeah, real talk, man. Yo, salute to the chat, man. It's real talk. Nostalgia Queen, Darlene, Doug, Fresh, what's good? Ron, thank you. You and on Diaz, Ron, thank y'all for the update, man. Real talk. AP, what's good? Salute to everybody, man. We here, man. We live. It's a recap, man. Knicks did the damn thing, man. A lot of good things to talk about, but I'm gonna tell you one of the most impressive things to me last night was Mitchell Robinson, ladies and gentlemen. Mitchell Robinson had a hell of a game out there, ladies and gentlemen. And that's why we waited for this dude all year long. He had an outstanding game. And that big lineup is a problem. I think they're going to be a problem for anybody we play. I really believe that. I think Mitchell Robinson and Cat, that's a problem right there, ladies and gentlemen. They play well off each other. And what makes that thing so crazy to me is I think I've seen one play where Luke Cornett didn't want to leave Mitchell Robinson for the rebound, but because the Big Cat was right there, Big Cat just cleaned it up. So they made their center kind of stay with Mitch because they knew if he leave Mitch would get an offensive rebound, but he also didn't realize he had another 7-footer right there snatching on the other side of Mitch. And I thought that was a really good move for them guys last night. Tom Thibodeau, great job doing that. Great job overall, man. He out-coaching my man in the series, ladies and gentlemen. Say what you want. He out-coaching the dude. And like we always say, them guys become jump shooters, ladies and gentlemen. I'm a run with that till the cows come home. And them fourth quarters that Boston lose, they all who there, they jump shooters. Pritchard jump shooter. Brown every now and then, Tatum occasionally to get in the hole. Horford and all them, Porzingis and all them. New York Knicks keeping them cats, making them shoot jump shots in them third or fourth quarter. Them arms starting to get tired, and they wasn't making them. Not compared to the way they was. Derek White and them dudes was making them at the beginning of the game. Good job by the New York Knicks to adjust in that second quarter because in that third quarter, Derek White didn't get anything. He didn't get anything. So we hate to see our guys get down before they get up, but still they did get up. And when they got up, they started grinding, chipping away. Jalen Brunson hitting timely shots. Mikal taking over one quarter. Anunoby hitting big 3-point shots, man. He be hitting some big timely 3-point shots. His energy is phenomenal, man. Them guys look good, man. So salute to them. Still ain't over yet. We got one to play tomorrow, and hopefully we can get this thing over tomorrow. But obviously they're gonna come really, 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 really desperate tomorrow, ladies and gentlemen. Boston doesn't have anything to lose tomorrow without Tatum. They're gonna be playing lose free, and they ain't gonna be giving a what tomorrow. So we got to make sure that we go and do what we've been doing all playoffs long. We've been road warriors all playoffs, man. We killing it in the playoffs on the road. So that tells me like we undefeated on the road in the playoffs. We just might as well keep that undefeated thing going. It's gonna be hard for them to beat us, but I know they can. But they're gonna need somebody to give us a Jason Tatum moment tomorrow in Shaw Powell. And I don't know if they got one guy who could do that at his level. So I think it's gonna be interesting to see how these guys come out tomorrow. But obviously, they're gonna bring out everything they possibly can bring out. They're gonna bring out their whole arsenal tomorrow, rightfully so. But you know what I think it was crazy to me? I think the emotion of him getting hurt I think it's gonna be hard for that team to overcome Shot Power. Just that alone, the emotions of it. You know what I mean? Knowing they lost their man, and it's gonna be that's gonna be hard for them to how would I say, play with a level head, knowing that situation went down and everything like that. That's what I would say. So it's gonna be interesting, man. But let me shoot out the Queen. Queen is in the building. Steph, what's good? What's going on? So it's good to see you. Real talk, man. Y'all already know what it is, man. Dope Soul Sports Talk, man. MBK fam, y'all know what it is. Sister always. Salute to Dave Smith in the building. Let's get it, man. Salute to everybody in the chat, man. Real talk, man. Who else in the building? I acknowledge everybody. But salute to you guys, man. But Shop Howard, gritty. That's a gritty team. Just a gritty basketball team from New York who a lot of people doubted all year long, didn't believe in the product we had, but they just kept chucking along, getting themselves prepared for this moment. Like Mikhail said, it took a while to learn how to play with these guys and understand how these guys get down. But now that they have reached this level and they all kind of got the good feeling with each other, I think me and you talked about this before the season was over. Like, this is the second half of this. This is new season now. The playoffs is a new season. They had the whole first season, the regular season, to get this season together to get to this season. So, and right now they cooking in the season, ladies and gentlemen. New York's 3 games in the playoffs this year. They doing it, man. 7-3. That's really good basketball to me. So let's see how they're gonna do this thing tomorrow, man. But I tell you what, Shop Powers, last night that was the New York Knicks we want to see.
It was exactly what I wanted to see. You know what I mean? Team basketball. Guys got out there, really scored. You know what I mean? You could depend on a couple of last night's game. You could, like I said, you could just spin a bottle and choose a person. You know what I mean? Cat got out there, was phenomenal. Brunson, Mikhail, OG. If I'm not mistaken, all of those guys are over 20 points last night. I think the starting unit scored like 112, 11 or something like that. You know what I mean? I think Deuce and Mitch, I think they had 10 points maybe together, something like that. You know what I mean? So the starting unit scored 110 points or something like that. Come on, man. That's major, man. That's major numbers, man. Guys really stepped up to the plate, man. And they didn't buckle. You know what I mean? And if you know how you knew they didn't buckle, they got down by 14, and I wasn't even worried. We didn't took this team from 20 twice, and they looked good. Like they started making them, and that third quarter got a little shaky in the beginning, but that third quarter was phenomenal, man. That's when we started taking over, man. And one thing we said last night too, what was great, you know what I mean? This team last game shot 20 for 40. You know what I mean? 50%. You said we could keep them to 37, 38%. We kept them to 38% last night. And we shot 35, I think, 36, 35, 36% last night. That's what we needed. And I mean, we kills them in the mid-range game. And Mitchell Robinson was super. He did so much stuff that we've been needing all year long. And I mean, extra shots, five, what he had, like 5 offensive rebounds and like I want to say 5, 4, 5.
Oh yeah, 4 for sure.
Yeah, he was a beast, man. So I appreciate everything that everybody came out to put out on the floor, and I think that the Knicks want to. And I mean, I want to. And I mean, as a fan, I want to see them go into and make the records last a little longer. The winning on the road record for the playoffs.
Facts.
Let's go to somebody else. Let's go to their home again and beat them again. Let's do that. Let's beat them again and show that, all right, just because you think you're going to come in New York, you might get one because y'all get hot. Everybody want to come in New York and showcase and do all that stuff. But we could come to your home and beat you too. Let that be known.
Yeah, real good. Salute to the chat, man. Doug Fresh, Queen, Nick Yak, Jay Chosen in the building, man. We see you soon, Jay. But salute to everybody in the building, man. Thank y'all for coming in on this beautiful recap day. New York Knicks go up in the Garden last night, 121 worth 113. Played 3 quarters of solid basketball after the first quarter, after giving up 39 points. They shut it down, though. They shut it down after that. 23 for the Boston in the second quarter, 23 for Boston in the third quarter. Knicks did the opposite. They scored 37 in the third quarter, 18 alone. Jalen Brunson, my man, listen, these boys, they are who we thought they were. They are who we thought they were, because the eyes don't lie, ladies and gentlemen. That's why all season long we was like, all these teams that beat us in the regular season, we'll see y'all again. Detroit, we see you again. Boston, we see you again. And Cleveland, if you get there, we'll see you too. This team is good.
I don't know. Cleveland, where they looking.
Yeah, I mean, if they get there. But this is a good basketball team. They got talent all around. They got guys who've been in this situation for a long time. Everybody in that starting lineup, they're on that whole team, except for the rookies, in some form or fashion, been deep in the playoffs. Even if you count PJ Tucker and DeLon Wright, everybody been there before, man. This ain't nothing new to these men. They ain't like they gonna go in there and choke because they like deer in headlight type thing. Nah, these dudes been there. Anunoby been there. Mikal been there. I mean, you name it. Josh, Jalen Brunson, Cat, all of them been there before, man. Western Conference Finals, semis, whatever. This is a playoff-built roster. They play playoff-built basketball, and that's why we brought them all up in here. And right now, it's true standard of power. The Cats is on it. Last night was the game. That to me cemented this team right here for the season. They put a cap on that. You win a game you need to win, and you go win it. That's what good teams do. They find a way to wheel this thing out. They wheeled was strong last night, and salute Jason Tatum knocking down shots like that. He was on his bag, but they were like, "We're not gonna let you beat us, dude." He's like, "You could beat us, you could try to beat, but the rest of you jokers ain't getting nothing." After they shut Derek White down in the first half, we not letting y'all, Jaylen Brown, y'all not beating us, and that's why I keep saying to this day, if you look at our starting five and look at their starting five, I'm still taking our starting five. I think we got guys who got deeper bags in them dudes over there. Like I said, you take away their jump shooting, it's a one-dimensional team. You know what I mean? All five of our guys would put the ball on the floor and go to the bucket or shoot a three. Them guys not so. Derek White not so. Them guys like Porzingis is not that guy like he used to be, putting the ball on the floor. Nah, he don't do that. So you just got to guard that 3-point line and make them run off that 3-point line and shoot some middies or something. But our guys, like I said, ladies and gentlemen, all five of them put the ball on the floor, go to the rack. And Anunoby is playing phenomenal basketball for the New York Knicks, ladies and gentlemen. To be able to be in the playoffs and got to guard the other team's best player, and you still putting up 20 in a lot of games. That says a lot about why they gave him that money they gave him, Shot Powers. That brother been playing some solid basketball for the New York Knicks, man. I'm glad that what happened last night didn't really affect him. I thought for a minute his hamstring was about to go. But he said he was all right, though. So, but yeah, Shot Power. We had a lot of guys, a lot of flowers to give out last night all around the board to a lot of them players. But I can't get campaign and flowers, Shot Power.
Only reason why I say campaign, because he came in and he gave somebody a breath of fresh air. That's the only reason why I said. That's the only reason why I put him, because he got in. Them shots he shot, though. Whoa, was me. That guy was he who got out there chucking.
There's no way you could give him kudos the way you could give them other dudes kudos. Nah, he don't deserve that. He been stinking it up. He stink. Ladies and gentlemen, the man stink right now. Ain't that's all that shit. He stink, bro. I'm at least since the playoffs started anyway. That's all I'm trying to say. Not this whole season, but right now that brother is not doing anything for the Knicks.
Nothing.
He can't get no credit, man. He would get Deuce McBride credit for responding. This dude ain't even coming to the party. He ain't even in his fucking tuxedo, dog. What the fuck is up with you? Yeah, but it's all good, man. It happens, man. We hopefully come out of tomorrow. We just got to keep hoping what is all gonna sink in, and hopefully tomorrow night campaign drop 14. Because after that first game we had in the first playoff game, he ain't did nothing since that Detroit game. We had 14. He ain't did nothing after that, man. So hopefully.
We didn't said it. We've been inching. We ain't said it out loud, but we've been inching to hear about DeLon or somebody or Landry something.
Yeah,
put a little bit more Landry in there. Put a little bit of DeLon in there, something.
And then, I know it's hurt them too, man. I know as a ball player, man, you got pride about yourself, and you take pride in what you do. I know he like, man, this ain't what they brought me here for. I get it. But you know what? Suta Tantelo, you sticking with him. See, you never know what game he come out of it. But right now, he ain't coming out of it yet, though. So we'll see. Yeah. Well, listen, let's get
hurry up and come out. That's how you got to do, though. You got to keep you run them until they see what happens, because that'll be the day you put him in there, and now next thing you know, he hit 11 points, but it feel like 35. The swing feel like it's 35.
Yo, he is thinking up, joint, man. And let's look at some highlights right quick that we get into the stats and everything like that. Then we open up the panel, man. Let everybody get in who wants to get in and get their thoughts on. And ladies and gentlemen, you know what it is, man. Knicks Real Talk is to recap Divine Shot Powers, 121 to 113. New York Knicks going to MSG amongst all their people, then put up a fight and a good show in there. Good job by them guys overall, man. So let's get it, man. We be. Last night, man, a lot of good things went on in them highlights, man. Do some ride, Mitchell Robinson, Big Cat and Alley digging your team trash. Everybody, Mr. Mitty, you name it, OG doing OG things. It was just fun, Shop Howard. Real phenomenal outcome for our New York Knicks, man. So I was excited to see that, man. We always got to keep this thing in motion, man. Real talk, it was definitely lit. AP, my brother, thank you for the super chat. He said so much for the playoff, Jimmy Butler. Yeah, facts. Right now without Steph Curry, because he definitely didn't show the other night. But thank you for the super chat, AP. Appreciate you, my brother. Real talk. And salute everybody in the building, man. Doug Fresh, Chris Rowe in the building, Johnny Davis is in the building. Nick Yak, everybody, salute to the chat, man. Let's get these stats out the way, and we can open up the panel and everything. Let somebody get their thoughts in and all that good stuff. But we in here, man. Great game, Shop Howard. Overall, super excited about what happened last night. We just got to go ahead and find a way, excuse me, ladies and gentlemen, apologize for that. Find a way to get another one, and we'll be good to go. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Let me get that my man AP super chat up there. Thank you, AP. Thank you, my brother. Real talk. Shop Howard, but overall, man, I didn't mean to do that. You look at the numbers from last night, was pretty impressive for the New York Knicks, man. I gotta say, after that second quarter, that first quarter, we kind of got together. But here you go, man. Let me bring Shop back on the screen. And we can kind of put our faces in there while we do the thing. I apologize for that, ladies and gentlemen. That's what I'm looking for right there. But anyway, here we go. Shop Howard 121 and 113. First quarter, New York Knicks gave up 39 points to Boston. Then we scored 28. We scored the ball well. We were doing well. But right in that last few minutes, we just I think I texted you said, fuck, something like that. So, yeah, they let it get away at the end. They were doing pretty well on the defense side of the ball, but Jason Tatum had got a couple shots going. That second quarter, we responded real well. We only gave up 23, and that's what we like to see, 25 a quarter. They only gave up 23. Good way to respond. 23 in the third quarter, we scored 37. They outscored us in the first quarter by 11, but we outscored them in the third quarter by 14. Then we outscored them by 5. And that's pretty much it right there. So overall, they wasn't bad at all, except for the first and fourth quarter. They gave up a little more than we like to see them give up, but obviously rightfully so. They were trying to get it anyway. But overall, good job by them, man. From a statistical standpoint, ladies and gentlemen, New York Knicks on your left, they on my right. Knicks shot 75% for the charity stripe. They shot 73. They shot 65% for the 2-point area. We shot 66. They shot 38 from downtown. We shot 35. But we did enough. They shot 48 from the floor. We shot 54. Finally, we got 50 points. Good job by them in the field goal percentage area. 43 rebounds, them 31. They came to clean the glass. Mitchell Robinson and Big Cat came to clean the glass last night, and the rest of them was getting them too. So good job by them. 43. 13 offensive rebounds. Good job. And we got close to our season average in assists. Shot power because we made shots. 25. Normally around 27 for the season. But we made shots last night. That's why we had a high assist number. When you don't make them, you're not getting them assists because the balls ain't going in. But turnovers only 12. They had 12. Steals 5. They had 8. 2 blocks apiece. Foul, we had 20. They had 16. Max points in a row, 11. There's 12. Spent time in the lead. That was 12 minutes for us, and 33 for them. Biggest lead, 12. Biggest lead for them, 14. From an individual player perspective, we'll get the Knicks right quick, ladies and gentlemen. Look at our guys' numbers and how they got down last night. Jalen Brunson, 40 minutes, 39, 5, and 12, ladies and gentlemen. 39, 5, and 12. Good job. Big Cat, 23, 11. Always doing what he do down there in the alley, man. Good job by Cat last night. 1 assist, 1 block. Mr. Mitty, 23, 7, 3, 4, and 1. Come on. 23 points, 7 rebounds, 3 assists, 4 steals, and a block. That's why that's 4 steals and that 1 block. That's 5. That's them 5 picks.
No, exactly, right? Come on, say something. Come on, man. I
saw foul trouble all night, ladies and gentlemen. So he had the minuscule numbers, man. He was in foul trouble, so it's understandable. 30 minutes, 5, but 9 rebounds though, 5 assists, steal, 1 steal, and all that to be not be able to be out there like he wanted to because of foul trouble. Deuce McBride, 2 big threes last night for us. Good job by him. 20 minutes. Held Peyton Pritchard them down compared to what happened to the other night. Good job by him.
Thanks.
Mitchell Robinson, man, 4 points with them 8 rebounds, 2 assists, man. He was doing it though. He was the chairman. He was Windex last night. He was cleaning them glass, bro, for real. Campaign 4 minutes. He just ain't here right now, ladies and gentlemen. So hopefully we get together.
4 or 5 minutes.
Yeah, for them guys last night. Tatum 42, Derrick White 23. All that was in the first half. Brown 20, Pritchard 12, Porzingis 7, out for 5. Good job, Mikal Bridges. Not only did Mikal Bridges shut him down in the second half, but Mikal Bridges went and got his numbers that he put on Mikal in the first half. That's how you respond, ladies and gentlemen. That's what we call it. That's how you respond. Okay, the first half, you're gonna put 23 on me. I'm gonna shut you down in the second half, and I'm gonna drop my 20 on you. That's how you do it, ladies and gentlemen. Now, for anybody say these boys, they got gritty, ain't got heart, y'all might be watching the same guys we watching, because that takes grit, it takes heart, to go out there and do that. So good job by them. Field goal percentage-wise, Jason Tatum was killing it. 57 from the field, White 50%, Brown 44, Pritchard 40%, Porzingis 33, Al Horford 50, man. They shot pretty well from the floor, except for it was Porzingis. 3-point line, Jason Tatum 44, 55. Derrick White, he was knocking them down. But Brown, Pritchard, good job by them. Porzingis didn't even get none up. Al Horford hit 1 or 2. So good job by the Knicks responding and shutting down that 3-point shot. Because I think other than Jason Tatum, Brown, a lot of Derrick White came in the first half. After that, nobody was knocking them down. So good job by the Knicks. And on our side of the ball from that area, we did pretty well from a percentage standpoint. Jalen Brunson, 50% from the floor. Towns, 73% from the floor. Mitty, 52. 57 for Anunoby. Oh, my God. Let me bring it over here. I can see it. Josh Hart, not so much. McBride, 50%. Mitchell Robinson, 100%. Did not miss a shot. That field goal percentage yesterday was lethal. That's why they shot the 60s. So they shot we just put up earlier. Three-point percentage, not so much. Jalen Brunson with 50%, 4-8. Good job by him. The other only OG Anunoby, 50% from him. My man Bribe, 67%. Shoot it down, my man. Real only other Josh Hart and Bridges, but they didn't need them. But I tell you what, though, The guys came to play last night, ladies and gentlemen. So I'm happy with what I seen there. Sharp Powers, just a great overall performance by the Knicks, man. They came out there and did what they had to do. Left no stones unturned. Cross T's, dot I, did everything they need to do, and they pulled that victory out for sure.
Yeah, man. They survived the storm. You know what I mean? And they went into that second half and caused havoc and destruction. You know what I mean? And captured the game. That was it from there. Once you start seeing the momentum super duper shift, the crowd start getting loud. The outside crowd was loud. In my living room, it was loud. So I knew it was time. You know what I mean? Now the series is not over. It's on the cusp, but it's not over. You know what I mean? We have to get something quick too. I want to get it over with tomorrow, and I'm saying this in my fandom that I don't think that Boston may be ready to play tomorrow without Tatum. You know what I mean? Sometimes when you don't have your primary star, that first game that you don't have him, you don't have that, you know what I mean, that guy that can just go out there and get you 20, 30 points like we didn't have for Brunson when he got hurt. Those first couple of games was a little shaky for us until we got our bearings. And I don't know if I'm hoping that we can get there and tighten them up real quick, hit them real quick with something, and let's tighten them up real quick, get them out the way, and let's sit back and wait for the game tonight and see what happens with Indiana and Cleveland.
Yeah, you know what? Real quick, I don't think know what's interesting to me. Here's why I don't think Boston going to beat the Knicks tomorrow. So now, your best two scorers in that lineup that day going to be Jaylen Brown and Derrick White.
Facts.
So now you about to throw Anunoby on Jaylen Brown. Now you about to throw Mikal
on White. Mm-hmm.
Right. And whoever coming for him, whether it's Pritchard, I don't know what they're gonna do. I don't think they got enough shot powers. I think it took Jason Tatum to do what he did last night just for them to even stay in that game.
And let's not get it. Hold, let me come back on screen. Let's not get it twisted. He was in there with a lot of minutes. He took a lot of shots, and he had a lot of points. But it wasn't like it looked like he tried to show up a little bit. Jalen Brunson was right there with him, 3-4 points down from him, and we had the lead going down the stretch. We had the lead. Yeah. We was up 8, 9, 7, 8, 9 points or something like that. When he had made his last shot, Brunson had came back and made a shot before that. Mm-hmm. I think it was a big 3 or something like that. So I'll say this again, and I said this earlier. We have beat Tatum on the court. It's not like we haven't beat Tatum, like, now because he's not on the court. We beat him on the court. So now that he's not on the court, not saying it's going to be easier, but I'm just saying. Jay, what it do?
Oh, yo, what up? I didn't even know I was there. I was looking at some stats. Peace to Nick's Field Talk. I'm zoning.
Thank God you weren't doing nothing that you were supposed to.
Yo. I've been listening the whole time, but somebody had called me earlier. First of all, peace to you, brothers. How you doing? I know you're doing great. Peace to the family out there in the chat. And I was looking at some numbers, man. You know what? Let them keep. I got a lot to say, and I had texted Charles earlier. There's no one should be rooting for nobody to be hurt. Okay, let's just start there. First and foremost, I'm not happy that this young man is hurt. That's not cool. You know what I'm saying? Does it help us? Of course, but that's not here nor there. We were beating them anyway, and I want to make sure that that's the narrative. That what we weren't coming back from something because he got hurt. No. We have proven over and over again, once we take the lead, the Celtics look like deer in headlights. They get all nervous. They can't get the ball right. We get blocks. We get steals. We get up on their face, and they can't. It feels like they just come discombobulated. Brunson, if you look at the end when he took the 2 foul shots and he missed the first one, and he threw the towel at the end because he knew that would have got him 40. He showed why he's the clutch player of the year. He showed why he is a captain. But the fact of the matter is that, and I'm not, Hart played great, but when you get 105 points from 4 people, 105 from 4 people,
105, okay,
from 4 people, then you gotta say to yourself, we got something special here. A lot of these teams that are doing good have deeper benches. They get more points off the bench than we do. They get some points off the bench than we do. How about that? Some, we get like a couple here and there. Yes, Cam has been stinking it, but I don't want to talk anything about negative stuff. We did great. We were going to win that game. But the thing that really was impressive to me is how we answered. The first quarter, they came out strong. Let's keep it fresh. Tatum couldn't miss. He was shooting from deep. I don't know what the hell was going on, but it looked like he couldn't miss anything. You got to give him. You got to be honest about it. The guy was doing his thing. But when one guy was doing his thing and White was doing pretty good, not the whole team, our guys just seemed to be clicking. Everything seemed to be clicking. So that they got the first quarter, we tied the second quarter. But what did we do in this game that we hardly do in any other game? We came out of the locker room with a gritty, killer mindset.
Yeah, that's how we were doing the whole season. I think Jay froze, so I'll just continue on until we come back. But yeah, we've been doing that the whole regular season. We come out the third quarter, we get a pop, and we wasn't doing it in the playoffs, but in the regular season, we definitely were doing it all the time. That's what made this team so special. They come out, Tom Thibodeau was making good halftime adjustments in the regular season, and that's why they was doing what they were doing. So they fed back to that. I'll give it back to you, Jay, but you have froze. That's why I had to jump in. But let me shout out somebody in the chat, a couple of people in the chat. Corey Lindsay. Corey Lindsay, thank you for coming in, my man. Appreciate you, my man, Corey. On Real Talk, E-Gib, what's good? Rye Bread, good to see you, my man. Johnny D, everybody. Salute to the chat. That's where it's at. Nick Yak, everybody. Salute to the chat, man. Nick did the damn thing on 121, 113, ladies and gentlemen. So we about to go on in and try to close this thing out on tomorrow night. Apologize, on Wednesday. But overall, just great round, great all-team performance. The cats came out there and did what they had to do. Played their A game, and from the second quarter on, from a defense standpoint, the offense was good in the first quarter. They just bought their game, Shop Power. They bought their A game, and they went out there and do what we expect the Knicks to do. And that's a good defense over there. So what I'm really happy about so far in these playoffs, Shop Power, that the Knicks are doing this against good defenses. So who's left? Who's left after Boston and Detroit? Who got good defenses? Not really. Indiana, not really. Cleveland, okay. So I feel good because we playing teams who can hold you down. And if you get by Boston 4-1, and the defense they play, that makes me feel good about our team moving forward, because that means that we can go up against any team out there and score the ball with that offense that we have. So I think that was a good look last night for sure.
It changes everything, man. It makes everyone look at the Knicks different. You know what I mean? The first game was a fluke. The second game, oh man, they really just didn't have it. The second game, oh look what happened. They just went to work on the Knicks. They slaughtered them, and now what happened? I mean, the narrative just don't fit the cause all the time. You know what I mean? And like, we got beat. We did the last game, and we looked sloppy, and they was hitting all their shots, 50% from 3-point land. But what did we have to do? And we've been talking about this for a while, man, about playing good defense on the 3-point shooters. They went from 50% shooting last game to this game last night to shooting 38%. I mean, that's a 12% drop. That's at least 6, 7, maybe less 3-point shots than they made or something like that, 5, 6 or something like that. So Let's get it, man. I think we're primed and ready right now. We know that we got guys that we can depend on, and they depended on each other, especially at the last game. And now that they got the know-it-all of how to beat the team now, oh come on, man, they really about to put it. I think, like Jay said, like you said earlier, Divine, I also feel the same way about Tatum being out. I would rather see him on the court, very intricate part of the NBA. I mean, but without him being on the court, he is their primary source of their offense. Tatum is their primary source. I mean, so they're going to have to get it from other players. Can they contribute? Can those other players contribute as quick without not having him when it means something? Like Tatum was hitting shots yesterday from the logo. You know, big shots, in Madison Square Garden. Oh yeah, ball. Oh, Madison. Oh,
like this.
Can somebody else do some of those same things against us like Tatum can do on that team? Now, no, in my opinion, my fandom. Brown is nice, but I don't think the Porzingis is nice, but he ain't got no win no more. I seen him on the. He ain't trying to. I don't know what's going on with his lungs or his chest or how his breathing is going. You know what I mean? But I see him on the. He was breathing kind of hard. Now, so who's going to really come in and get that extra point unless all of them do it like we did it last night? You know what I mean? And it's possible, but I just hope that this team. We know the triggers of how to beat this team now. We know what we got to do. We stay close, but we ain't got that guy in there that makes it a close game. This guy Tatum shoots about 11 3-pointers a game. You know what I mean? That takes away from their 48. I think they average for the season. I think it was 48. 40 something. They shoot over 40. You know what I mean? So he's 11. So that means they got to chuck up more shots to make that average back from what Tatum is shooting.
Yeah, to me personally, they ain't got a chance. I'm telling you.
Right. That's how I feel, Divine.
Jaylen Brown does not know Jason Tatum, ladies and gentlemen. And Jason Tatum is bigger than Jaylen Brown. And Jaylen Brown is not getting no 30 on no Anunoby. Y'all can kill that noise. Kill that noise. He ain't getting back on Anunoby. Yeah, he ain't Jason Tatum, ladies. He don't shoot like Jason Tatum, first of all. And he's smaller than Jason Tatum. And I think now with him going know what that does, shot powers. Don't get me wrong. I'm not disrespecting their team. I'm not. I'm just looking at it from a matchup perspective.
Reality.
Yeah, for real. Listen. And not only on top of that, them dudes down there can't fuck with Cat and Mitch. Porzingis and Al Horford ain't got nothing for them dudes, bro.
Nothing. You see Porzingis like this yesterday on me.
I cannot see things coming back to MSG for a 6th game. I can see it come back to MSG for the first game of the third round
of the Eastern Conference Finals.
Yeah. I think the New York Knicks and Jalen Brunson about to go in there and say, you know what? Let's get this shit over. We're not trying to go back home. Let's get it over. We undefeated on the road, and now we got a better shot of beating them without him. Let's just bring our A game. You lock up him. You lock up him. And let's see how it goes. Let's see. I just think I think it's over. Me personally, I do want to say one thing. Last night, this instant shot power to Jay Children. I'm gonna tell you how people respond to. How would I say, being upset? Like my like when my kids was younger, they knew if I look at them wrong, they was upset. Like, you better get your shit together. When Tibbs called that timeout and he said, "Gee, what the?" Yep. They went to that bench, came out and turned it up. Tibbs was angry, bro. He was looked at them like, "God." He said something. I can't recall what he said, but man, they came out that timeout. And from then and there, they just went at it. Salute Coach Tibbs the way he coached last night. I mean, he's like, even the what game was that? No, man, when he sat my man Cat for the whole certain amount of minutes because they needed defense, and then Cat came in there and when he been coaching his ass, or he out coaching Missoula, he done out coached Bickerstaff and
let's get it. Let's say it again, Divine.
This dude coaching his ass off, ladies and gentlemen. And he doing it with 7 players. The campaign ain't giving us nothing. Still,
Right.
he got the New York Knicks on the brink of going to the Eastern Conference Finals with a game win tomorrow, with no bench in the playoff, damn near, and some of our guys having awesome up and down peaks and valley games. Salute to Tom Thibodeau, man. Real talk.
And they're gonna fire him after he wins the play. I mean, after he wins the.
No, he's already fired. He's already fired. You know that. He's already fired.
We about to beat Minnesota. We about to beat the Timberwolves in the playoffs, and he gonna get fired because Julius Randle hit the last shot on him and said he hate the Knicks. I don't know.
But go ahead, Jay.
Look, I hope this worked. They were doing something with
it.
I'm using the computer. I moved it to a different area. Look, the fact of the matter is, somebody at some point on our team took over every time we needed to. It's a heavy standing applause for the starting 5, especially the starting 5, and a heavy standing applause for Mitch Robinson, controlling what he does, getting out to the perimeter, getting back into the middle, screaming like the guy who screams stroke on the boat. Everybody else is doing that. He is doing that. You know what? He looks rejuvenated. This is the guy that I guess what made me so upset earlier was I was waiting for this guy because I knew he had it, but it felt like it had been so long. Now I see it. I can say it. Mitch's presence right there in the middle does so much for the rest of the people, especially on the defensive end. But on the offensive end, that second chance.
Right.
So there was a couple things. In the third quarter, Jalen Brunson had his hand in 25 of the points. In the third quarter of 25 of the points. That includes him shooting and assisting.
Mm-hmm.
Think about that. 25 of the third quarter points came somewhere out of Jalen Brunson's hands. Clutch player of the year. My man, Mikhail, who everybody's bitching and moaning about, I don't know if that's a good word to say, that they're crying about and then all this other stuff, was hitting shots, getting to spots. Let me just say another thank you to God for when OG grabbed his leg. I did a prayer. I closed my eyes. I did this. I kept saying to my son and the people that I was with, I was like, yo, you see him? And no, I didn't see it. I said, no, he just grabbed his leg, damn it. Oh my God, yo, I didn't see it. No, he did. Right. And when he came back to check in, my heart just felt good. You know what I mean? And I was like, oh, I was like, oh my God, yo, we played like a team. We did that Italian thing that we've been doing that. We finally feel like it all came together. And right now, I dare to say this. I feel like the Knicks, especially our 5, they might be unbeatable. We're not in a game, in a series. We look like a team on a mission. Mm-hmm. We look like the team that they built. We look like everything that everybody was crying about. No one could cry about a damn thing right now. If you have something to cry about, share it with your therapist, because the fact of the matter is, this team looked like a damn team on a mission. And I want to see y'all in the canyon on that parade, because I really, really, really feel it. Now, I'm saying that, I still think it's one game at a time, and you take it that way. Don't become overzealous. Don't look too far down the road. But we wrapping this shit up tomorrow. I'm going to tell you that off the fact. I had him in 6. This kid went down. It's done. Now we see who's next. Now I want to ask you if it's cool. Playing the Pacers or Cleveland, what do you think? The Pacers move at, for lack of a better word, at a fast pace.
Right.
Right? For lack of a better word. I think that helps us a little bit if it's the Thunder we see down the road. And I don't want to look too far down the road, but that would help us with the Pacers. The pace of the game is different. If it's Cleveland, that helps us with Minnesota if that's the team far down the road. Slower paced game. There's a couple fast guys. There's a tall guy on their team, another big guy on their team. They're more similar. They match up different like that. Mm-hmm. But I don't think any team really matches up with us, and especially when you have Mitch and Cat on the floor at the same time. And you know what? I'm sorry. How they got 26 foul shots, we got 12 in the Garden. 26 foul shots, we get 12. Which, by the way, we hit 9 out of 12. It's not bad. All right, I'm happy about that. But 26 to 12, we played the Celtics and the refs in the Garden, and we won. If somebody is not happy about something, that's a damn shame. I'm ecstatic. I feel like a kid, bro. Like a kid. All day I've been calling people, you see when Cat fell on his back and he made that layup on his back and he's big as hell and he popped back up. I just feel great. I haven't felt like this in a damn long time. Well, I mean, I felt like this a little bit last year, but we should be excited, man. If you're a fan of the New York Knicks, man, you gotta stand up. You gotta be excited. You gotta root for this team. Every person on this team. I don't give a damn who's your favorite.
All right. Well, let me get in and say this here. To get my mind right, get my thoughts back. We just got to go out there and close this thing tomorrow. But I don't have a problem with Indiana or Cleveland. Indiana, I would love to play Indiana because they beat us last year. We owed them one. But from a talent perspective, I think we got something that can slow them down. Pascal Siakam, good as he is, Anunoby will take care of that as much as anything. Like I said, Anunoby will take care of everybody's best player in the series. And I think Mikal Bridges, with his length, can stay in front of Halliburton for sure. Make him pull up with them long-range shots. If the New York Knicks guard the three-point line, they probably could beat any team in the NBA in the playoffs. I really believe that. If they guard that three-point line, I think they beat whoever come their way. They got, because from the other side of the ball, at all the teams left, we still one of the top scoring offense in the league. Thunder's still there. I don't know who else. I don't think Minnesota them score high enough in the playoffs this year, and I don't think.
I think it's Cleveland maybe, and OKC.
And that's it. Yeah. So if Cleveland get eliminated, then we got probably the second best offense still left in the playoffs. And now that our defense done did a 180, so. I like them guys because I do think we could be more physical than them up top. I don't think Miles Turner is that type of physical guy. He do what he do. He can shoot the 3-ball and everything like that, but down in the middle, that's not what he do. So I think we bully ball them guys. Cleveland, different story. They got some guys down there in the middle like us, down in the big, but they're not a great defensive team. Donovan Mitchell don't scare you on the defense. Darius Garland don't scare you on the defense. Max Strauss don't scare you on the defense. And I do think that Anunoby would do a good job like he always do when he play Evan Mobley. So, I just think we got too deep of a bag to fuck with a lot of these teams to mess with us. You got Brunson. Nobody got a Brunson. Nobody got a Cat. You know what I mean? So I don't really think them cats can even. I'm not even gonna front. Like y'all say, one game at a time. But I do try to see the future. I damn sure see the Knicks going to the finals. I just think their path is clear now. I just think it's clear because there's no way we can sit up here and say we beat Boston, but we can't beat these other dudes. That would be insane to me. Or we can't beat Indiana, but we just beat Boston in 5 or whatever.
No, that makes a lot of sense.
So I'm right now saying Knicks against everybody anyway. I don't think they can mess with us. I think we got something that them guys don't got, and that's Jalen Brunson. That's it.
Jalen Brunson.
Child power. We got one guy that these other teams don't got, and that's that man right there. Close, and we get a pop. Now other stars. If Knicks play the way they played last night, it's gonna be hard for a lot of people to beat Knicks.
I wanted to see how you felt and Shy felt about the matchups. Like I don't give a crap who we play, but what I was doing was comparing who's next after them.
Understandable. Let me
because
let
I agree with you. I agree with you. We're going to the playoff. We're going to the finals.
Yeah.
The team we're supposed to beat is Boston.
It's once we get past Boston, I think the Pacers is the next target. And then if we could surpass the Pacers, then I guess what I would want to see is Minnesota.
Me too.
You know what I mean? Minnesota. You know what I mean? I'll take OKC too, but I really want to see Minnesota just because of what we did to with Cat and Julius and DiVincenzo. I just want to see that matchup. So the biggest thing right now is to get past Boston and wait to see who we can get in this next this section, and hopefully it'll be Indiana. And I want to see Indiana just to make up for what we did last year. And and then let's go to the finals.
Yeah. Hey, listen, no pun intended. Hey, salute to everybody in the building too. Prezi, what's good, my man? Prezi's in the building. Met Nick fan, let's go. David Brown Burner. David, what's popping, my man? Real talk, what's good? Freight Matos of South is definitely in the house. What's good? Palm Beach is in the building. Size 9 in the building. Corey, everybody, man. Salute to the chat, man. Make sure you hit that like, subscribe button for your brother. We vibing up ahead, man. Knicks 121, 113. 3 games, 1 league, Commander League. Got a chance to send this thing out, get to the Eastern Conference Finals for the first time since the year 2000. So let's go ahead and try to get it in tomorrow night. So I'm excited about this thing, man. But listen, and it is. You know what? I'm not knocking no team in the NBA. I'm not. I no disrespect to the Pacers, no disrespect to the Cleveland Cavaliers. But y'all also, we told y'all what this team was. So we ain't disrespecting nobody. The problem is nobody giving the Knicks enough respect. That's the problem. See, everybody caught up on this regular season shit. Oh, they beat us 4 games in the regular season. Oh, they beat us in the regular. I don't give a shit about the regular season. This is now. This team is this ain't the team you played in the regular season. So I'm never disrespecting the other team. But other than Boston, them dudes ain't messing with us. They don't match up with us. They don't. I like the Indiana Pacers. Let me tell y'all something. Them dudes is good, but they ain't got enough in there to mess with us. The reason why, we got dudes on our team who can shut down their best players. See, that's what everybody missing. That's what we try to say about this Boston series. It wasn't about Boston got a prolific offensive. No, we got dudes on our side of the ball who literally on any given night can shut down their best player. And the New York Knicks did it 3 times in this Boston series already. And Jason Tatum had 1. The Detroit series, Kay Cunningham shut him down the whole. His numbers was mediocre from a percentage standpoint because we got guys over here who could play your best players. So if you got guys who can play their best, that means that good as Pascal Siakam is, he ain't doing that shit on Anunoby every night. Good as Halliburton is, he not doing that on Mikal every night. So that's the only reason I try to say when you look at all this in totality, the numbers don't lie, ladies and gentlemen. The numbers don't lie. New York Knicks got the 5th best offense in the game this year. Not the 13th, not the 10th, the 5th best offense in the NBA. Their defense ranked the 13th, but right now playing at a number 3 level.
And we probably number 1 now because all those teams that was in front of us, I believe, are knocked out. Houston and all those other teams. We might be number 1 in defense now. I haven't looked at now that I got to do the homework. I think we number 1 in defense.
I'm gonna look that up.
I'm gonna look that up. Because all those other teams that was in front of us, like you said, 5. I think at least 3 of those teams are already out, except for OKC. Maybe might be the only one in front of us, and maybe.
The regular season, I'm gonna pass it 1 second, I'm gonna pass you. But the regular season is a tune-up to get to where we at now. With new team, new vibe, new reason for you to subscribe too. Don't forget about that.
That's a ball.
And you ain't never lied.
Yeah, new team, and whole new vibe. Had to learn how to play together. No Mitchell Robinson for the 3.5 quarters of the season. Now you get Mitchell Robinson back. So let me ask you a question. Who on the Pacers? When we play the Pacers, who on their big man? They big because they lost some pretty good dudes on their front line this year. I mean, my man, what's his name, Wiseman, and he got cut. Jackson out for the whole year. So I don't know if they got anybody down there who could keep up with Cat like that. You know what I mean? And then if you add Mitchell Robinson to the equation, Sharp Powers, to me, our bully ball should be on full display if we play them guys. If we play them guys, New York Knicks bully ball should be on display. But none of them teams got a better defense than the Boston Celtics, ladies and gentlemen. Boston Celtics top defense in the league this year.
Facts.
They had one of the top defenses in the NBA. So if we can throw 121 on the Knicks, why the hell we can't throw on the teams who don't got a defense just as good as theirs?
And with the best defense, we came back from 2 and we took over 1. Come on, man.
Yeah, it's the variables, ladies and gentlemen. It's not about over giving our guys credit, but sometimes I think people don't give the Knicks enough credit.
That's a fact.
It ain't about they disrespecting the other team. I just don't think a lot of people give our team the respect they deserve. We got guys in that thing, playoff championship, high school championship, college championship. A couple of them been to the finals in the NBA. Every player on that roster been somewhere. That's why they're able to do what they're doing in the playoffs right now. Jay chose because they done been there. I like this team, man. I like them from day one. I thought that was going to be a problem for the NBA. And if Mr. Robinson then when they got hurt, they would have won 60 games too. We wouldn't even have this conversation. You wouldn't have this conversation. So, it's different, man. That's just me just giving you my passion about what we got to start recognizing that this is a good team. They are. They just a good team, man. Ain't nothing you can say. Even without the damn bench, they good. That shit crazy.
Yeah, and you know what? It's not just your passion. You're speaking a lot of fact. First of all, a lot of what you said is in the numbers, right? So that's in the numbers. Numbers are fact. That's factual stuff. You can't debate factual stuff, right? You can't. It is. Then you have the eyeball test. Look what we're doing. Look what we're doing to them. Look what we've done when the chips were down, and I bet you some people, maybe not on here because we passionate, but maybe some people turned it off at halftime the first 2 games. I know a couple of people that told me that they didn't see the end of those games. You know what I said? Well, then I won't tell you what I said to them. It's a little vulgar, but we have a great team. You know what? You were talking just now. I went back to a couple of times this year when the sky was falling because we lost to the Spurs. The sky was falling because we lost 2 games straight, and it was right after we won 9 games straight. The whole damn year we've been third, right behind second place, almost the whole damn year. With this team that was built a week before we started. I always use a week before they started. I don't know the exact date, but you know what I'm trying to get at. Listen right now, this is time to be excited. I'm telling you, man, it's gonna be mayhem in New York.
Crazy.
It's gonna be mayhem in New York. If you've been following the Knicks, like I've been following the Knicks, like I know you guys are following the Knicks.
Come on, man.
You should be feeling like that little kid, man, that was first on your game, the first game. I'm off the charts, ridiculously excited. But I gotta do certain things in my life, and all I'm thinking about is, okay, how they do that? Damn, did you see that play? And I'm telling you right now, all day I've been having texts and talks about how good the teams are. I'm getting calls from people who, root for other teams. Damn, your team looks good, bro. I ain't gonna front. Captain Clutch looked like possibly the best guard in the entire league. And I said, what do you mean possibly? Right? I'm talking shit. Like, what do you mean possibly? He the most clutch? If you're the most clutch, I don't know what it says, but look. And again, not disrespecting anybody else's team, but I don't give a damn about anybody else's team. I'm a Knicks fan. I just want my Knicks to win, right? I mean, let's keep it funky, right? Let's keep it funky like campaign shot, all right? Let's keep it funky like campaign shot.
Funky too. That shit funky ain't the word.
I ain't never seen a shot. Sure, Marion used to have the funky shot. Now it goes to campaign. It comes from over here, and then he shoots it. I'm like, what is he doing? But look, all jokes aside, we got a squad that's very real right now. And it's been a crazy year. It's been fun. But I remember those days where everybody was calling for Tibbs' head and calling for, we got to change the lineup and we got to move these guys out. Do you realize that we had 51 wins? We're one game away from going to the ECF, and we didn't start with the center. We had no bench, and we didn't start with the backup. Power forward was playing center, and the backup power forward was playing center, and you got to think about what we did here, man.
That narrative about Tibbs is over.
It should never have started.
Right now about Tibbs is over. One more game with who? How you gonna say anything about Tibbs getting us to the Eastern Conference Finals? And every year we done elevated damn near with Tibbs. You know what I mean? We done elevated the winning streaks, winning, approach to winning. This team, 82 games team. That everybody didn't play 82 games. Only one person on this team played 82 games this year. So I'm happy. If you can't be happy about that, 51 wins, third in the East for how many months? You know what I mean? It's just incredible, man. And I'm here for the ride. I'm ready to ride.
Yeah, we got a bunch of dogs barking in the yard, ladies and gentlemen. But real quick, Met Nick fan, let's go. I'm gonna tell you, man, I did like that lineup too, bro. Let me see if I can put it back up there when you did it. But that lineup was lit though. It was Mitch, OG. Let me see if I can find. I apologize for that, Nick fan, but that was a lit lineup right there, man. I really liked it that well. If I can find it, where the chat was at. But that was one very good lineup, man. Real talk. But yo, salute to the chat anyway. So they
was that with both big men in? Did he mention that when it was both big men in?
I don't know why I'm missing it, man. But Marsh Zone 1, salute to you as well for being in. Size 9, Nick Yak, everybody. Oh yeah, Mitch, OG, Bridges, Deuce, and Cat. That lineup was doing a damn thing last night, yo.
Of course.
Of course. That's what I'm saying, ladies and gentlemen. You look at that lineup, you got 4 stellar defenders and Cat. And Cat played good defense last night as well. He's been playing some good defensive games in the playoffs this year too.
Last night was real good defense he played last night. Even against Tatum, not getting into foul trouble and contesting his shot. Mm-hmm. Big up to Cat on defense last night. Word up.
Yeah.
Even with us being in early foul trouble, we still played amazing defense. Think about that. We had early foul trouble. And bullshit when I was watching the replays, and how many of those things were fouls that weren't called? You know what I'm saying? Like Cat hit the floor on that layup. Where was the call? You know what I mean? So we always playing the team and the refs. You gotta give them all their props, man. You gotta give them all their props. That was a good lineup. They were playing. I think that was the fourth quarter, right? Because he was letting Brunson have some rest for the rest of the game. Was that the fourth quarter they did that?
Yeah, he did it. He did it.
That lineup.
Yep, and he also did it. I like when Tibbs for like 2 minutes, Cat gets some rest. Mitch being there for defense to get us in the game. I thought that was outstanding shit right there. He like, okay, I'm gonna save Cat's energy. I need Mitch in here to help that defense keep us in this game until we get it popping. He did a good job of that shit, man. I gotta give him front. But ladies and gentlemen,
he did that the second quarter too. Yep.
Think about this here though, and this is real talk. When Mitchell Robinson did last night, can you imagine How many times he would have did that in the regular season? He would have played from the beginning of the season. That's why I think that's what the things that I'm saying, Sean Powell. I'm glad it didn't happen. You know why? Because we played everybody without Mitch. Now we play these teams with Mitch, and they don't know what to do. You see what I'm saying?
Exactly.
The whole season these teams played without Mitch. So they thought now they got him in there. They don't got no answer for him. You know what I mean? They not used to his rebound. They're not used to his defense presence. So it's crazy to go the whole season without him. Now all the teams that spanked your butt without him, now we got him. Y'all don't got nothing for him. You ain't got no game plan for him. You know what I mean? So I think that's astounding for the Knicks to have a guy like that. And like I said, his name, he's nothing but a Joakim Noah for Tom Thibodeau. That's all he is. My man Mitchell Robinson is Joakim Noah. That's all it is. They ain't trying to get a bucket, F a bucket, but you ain't getting one neither though. He ain't nothing but Joakim Noah, and because you know why? He got all of them guys who can get buckets around him. I love this shit, man. I just think that's the reason why these teams are surprised. Like, oh shit, we know what Cat can do in the regular season. We know we can take advantage. We can take advantage of this guy. We can do this to this guy. But when the playoffs came, he was like, oh shit, we don't know what to do with this guy because you didn't play him all year. So that's why this team is different in a lot of ways. In a lot of ways, this team different than the regular season. But since Mitch got back after the All-Star break. And look how they've been winning since he's been back. I'm not saying it's all about Mitch, but what he does, he makes a difference.
You can say it, Devon. It is all right for you to say because of Mitch, this is happening. Because of Mitch, stuff is changing. It's stuff back.
I don't see Cat get a foul trouble anymore, do you?
Right. You know what I mean? It's a fact, man. And Mitch really makes the team that interior defense, man. How long have we been talking about it, man? It ain't nothing we ain't said on here already. The interior defense that Mitchell Robinson brings is phenomenal. And what he brings to the table is not always offense when he could be in the dunker position, but what he brings to the table is intimidation. If you see how he beats up on these guys in the East, he's been playing in the East for 7 years. So when he is on the court, these guys don't want to play with Mitchell Robinson because Mitchell Robinson abuses them. We've seen it. He's abusive. He gets to the thing, and he's starting to get more minutes. Last night, I think, was the most minutes he got. I think the most minutes he got since maybe it might have been the season too. He had about 20-something minutes, 26 minutes, something like heavy minutes last night. Big
25
minutes.
On the dot.
25. So that's what we want to see, and we've been waiting to see it, Devon. We've been waiting to see this on here because we've been talking about the North and South. Teams, when Mitchell Robinson is on the court, they go east to west. What is east to west? East to west mean they drive down the lane, and when Mitchell Robinson steps up, what Cat doesn't do, Cat usually stays back a little bit. Mitchell Robinson steps up, they pass the ball either to the left or to the right, east to west. Not too many players go all the way down that lane, and what makes it even better is when Mitchell Robinson is in there with Cat, because now Cat can freelance. He can do what he wants to do. Mitch can block the guy out. He comes in just like what Julius Randle used to do, and come in and snatch the ball or put an extra big body up there or block a shot or help. Mitchell Robinson helps divert people to a certain position where you can get to. And that's what all we can say. So, Devon, what you're saying is 100% right. You can say, Mitchell Robinson makes a difference. Yes, he does.
And real talk, another real thing before I give to Jay, I'm going to tell you what's interesting. Now that he's getting in more shape, ladies and gentlemen, just because Mitchell Robinson came back, and that don't mean he's still 100% where he at, ladies and gentlemen.
Facts.
He ain't 100%, but he playing enough. Yesterday was the first time in a while I truly can say that I seen Mitchell Robinson look like he about 80% last night. Because when he snatched that rebound, 4 times he went at that shit, yo. I mean, he literally was going at them board pounding. And the reason why he's important, because if Mitchell Robinson not doing that, who on the Knicks team get you rebounds like that? He got an offensive rebound that literally was entrapped and kicked it out to Deuce McBride like we showed earlier in the tape.
Wet the shot.
Big time. Them the things I'm talking about, not so much the point shit. But know what I like about last night? When he was rim running, Cat caught him out rim running. I mean, Brunson caught him rim running. Bang. So now they starting to see that, okay, now he in there. Jalen Brunson's like, now I can throw it over the top. Because now
that's when I like Mitch the most. That rim running Mitch. That's what. That's who
I don't like when they give him a bounce pass down low though.
No, I don't like that. You gotta throw it. You gotta throw Mitch a nice high pass.
Like,
You gotta throw him a nice.
you don't throw big man. Hey, listen, not down there. You know,
Yeah, don't throw it low. Don't throw it low. I agree with that.
Yeah, no big man want that shit down there. I'm 7 foot 1. We down there and pull my back out or something.
I pull my back out. I pull my back out watching it. Like, no,
right. Yeah, but no, overall, man, it's a good feeling, ladies and gentlemen. It just feels good to be here right now. Walter White was good, man. You out there making ends meet, man. I appreciate you, Walter White, my man at work, getting it in, and everybody in the building, man. Listen, ladies and gentlemen, we got one more big game tomorrow, man. Every game's a big game for the Knicks. Seems like every damn game's a big game. But this is a big game for the moment. We got a chance to take the command, to end this thing. I don't know what's happening now. I think last on Dyer said that Cleveland was smacking Indiana, I think. I'm not sure the score, but I think he said
about halftime. I'm about to go watch it.
Okay. Yeah, but you know what? And so if let's say Cleveland win tonight, that means that extended their series. That's why we got to win tomorrow. Win tomorrow and close the thing out and let Cleveland in them. I don't give a fuck. They go 7. I can care less.
It's a close game. It's 56-52 right now at halftime.
What is it? Cleveland? Okay.
56-52 Cleveland at halftime.
Well, Indiana got back in. Hey, Cleveland decimated. I don't know who playing tonight, man. They pretty banged up down there too, man. So that's their problem, not ours.
Yeah, really. And by the way, with all that not quite sure, Donovan Mitchell in the game playing the most minutes on his team along with Mobley got 16 points. Yep. Remember he wasn't going to play and all that?
Right. Yeah.
You know.
So listen, man, I like what's going on right now, ladies and gentlemen. I like where we at the team. You know, we dealt with a lot of adversity this year, came over a lot of obstacles and stumbling blocks to get to where we at now. Peaks and valleys, like we always say, man. You know, it ain't always good, ain't always perfect, but I think this team is gritty enough to win the game. This team really put a stamp on grittiness in the playoffs to me. Like I said,
man, this is a gritty team.
That's a gritty basketball team we got down here. They went on a road in the first round in the playoffs and won every game on the road, ladies and gentlemen. Not a lot of people could do that. You know what I mean? Not a lot of teams could do that. And then we go on the road in the second round and win the first 2 games on the road. So what makes you think we don't got a chance? I'm not saying we will. What makes you think we don't got a chance to win tomorrow? But you know what? We winning tomorrow. This shit is over. It's over. And I eat crow tomorrow. But this is over, ladies and gentlemen. Not only that you took their best player, not you didn't take them, but they lost their best player. The way they lost them, that's emotional wreck on them. That's emotional. Right. It's hard to overcome that in one night. Like something that's emotional. You know what I mean? That's an emotional loss for that team, man. And so they might be like, you know what? We ain't beating the Knicks no 3 games in a row. Let's go on to Cancun early or whatever. You know what I mean? And let's start our vacation now.
Whatever the hell they doing. Golf
tomorrow, man. I think this is over. I don't know if they got enough. I just don't know they got enough with the emotional thing that happened. Like, that's a tough blow for them.
You know what else? It's not just that either. Like, you know what, man? The kid already went and got surgery, so he's done. Period. Brown. The only thing that for me is that they talk. It seemed to me that every time they scored, they were talking a hell of a lot of shit last night. Boston, they get their points to get this. They making faces. They pumping up their chest. And look, of course, I'm not taking away from that. You know, it's the heat of the moment, the adrenaline. You doing all that.
You in Madison Square Garden, baby.
Right. The Knicks are coming, or I'm what is it? I'm auditioning for Broadway.
Right.
But you know what? I love wiping smiles off faces, man. And as that smile goes from here down to here, down to here, down to nowhere, that's when I love it the most, man.
Yeah.
And I'm excited as hell, man. Both my favorite teams are. I'm just excited as hell right now, man. The Knicks and Mets, man, they're killing it.
Yeah, we got to get it, man. We're gonna take.
But you know what, man? Each game is the next most important game. So this next game is the most important game of the year. In my eyes, the way breaks down. You know what I mean?
It is. It is. It really is a big game. I think this is a game. I mean, you think I'm tripping. Some game can define certain things. I think this game tomorrow is the game that get us to the finals. Let me put it like that. This game tomorrow night
agree with that.
Is the game that gets the New York Knicks to the Eastern Conference. Now, not the Eastern Finals, to the finals, I meant to say. This game tomorrow is the game that gets us to the finals. And you understand why I'm saying that tomorrow. Or when it's over, because you win that game tomorrow, Jalen Brunson gets to rest his ankles. Mitchell Robinson gets to rest, keep doing what he's doing. Campaign gets to go in the gym for a couple of days and start knocking down shots. You know what I mean? These guys get to work on their craft for a couple of days if this other series drag on a little bit.
Let it drag on.
You win that thing tomorrow. That means, guess what you're doing Thursday? Chilling. Guess what you're doing Friday? Y'all in Terrytown shooting around. You ain't got to go nowhere because you got home court advantage in Indiana win. So you ain't got to go nowhere for the next week. You chilling right there in New York, working on your shit. Crossing T, dotting I. They got the scouts, the advanced scouts, the guys out there. You know what they doing already? They already scouting these dudes already. The advanced scouts already scouting Indiana already. They already scouting Cleveland already. They already doing it. You know what I mean? So when that time come, this is what they do. This is what they at their peak. This is when they at their valley. This is when we got to do this, and when we got to do that. Man, this shit is all chess moves. But it's also not about just the players that got the skill. It's about the people who get the players in a position to make those skills work. And that's all the guys behind the scenes. It's all the coaches. It's all of these guys. It's everybody, man. So I think the New York Knicks did a wonderful job since my man Leon Rose put this thing together. And they really got a fine-tuned running organization. This ain't the old Steve Mills and them where we just buying players and getting dudes. No. They strategically doing this shit with a good draft team. Look at the guy they drafted that came through this thing since Leon Rose took over. Quentin Grimes about to get a bag. RJ got a bag. Dudes getting bags out there. Julius Randle still having a phenomenal season. You know what I mean? On the Tibbs. All these guys is shooting these dudes, man. They are really running the damn thing. So, we just got to hope that it all work out tomorrow. But Shot Powers, I'm going to give you the word, get Jay Schultz the word that we get out of here. But I tell you what, I'm hyped, man. I feel good, man. Rightfully so. It's been a long time since we felt like this as a Knicks fan. A long time. And we deserve to feel giddy like this here. We deserve to be bursts of happiness, ladies and gentlemen. And no more laugh out loud Knicks and all that shit. We supposed to be something. That's why when I see them out there on 7th Avenue after the game last night, I'm like, y'all go do the damn thing. Go do the damn thing. Because we deserve that shit in a minute, you know what I mean? Man. So we always gonna stay on time up ahead, man. We always gonna keep it $150 up ahead, man. But we proud of our team. We proud of what they did, Shot Power. So let's hope they can get this thing out of here tomorrow and get it popping.
I mean, we'll be on tomorrow. We'll be ready to talk about it. The series is not over, but
I agree.
This game is a game that they need to win tomorrow. And I mean, this sets a precedent. And I mean, this sets a statement. I need a statement win tomorrow because of all the ramifications that's going around about all this stuff. And that's all I want. Team basketball. We'll be on to talk about it tomorrow. Jay Chosen, thank you for coming on. Divine, as always, peace to you, my brother. I'll talk to you on the back end. I'm gonna slide out. I'm put a little bit of some lotion on my feet and slide right out of here real quick. I'm about to go.
Thanks for that image.
I'm about to slide out of here real quick. So I'll talk to you in a little bit. Peace.
Peace. All right, Shot. Jay Chosen, get your lap over there, my brother, and then I'm gonna get out of here. We can get up out of here.
Yeah, listen. I really think two things. We better take. I don't care. They're still an NBA team. They're an NBA team. We are going to win. We're going to the final because of this. All right, but we better not go into this game. And I know we won't. We're well coached. We have a team that's on a mission. We're gritty as hell. And I really believe exactly what you said. Tomorrow's win will bring us to the chip, all the way to the chip. And I'm gonna tell you something about this. I would love to see them kick the ever-loving crap out of them in this game. You know what I mean? Put a real whoop ass on this game, and stamp that New York stamp right on the forehead, like, yo, but you just can't, yo, New York was here. You know what I mean? And really put it down. And if this team plays the way we played yesterday, at least 85% of the rest of the games, we are gonna cruise. I'm telling you right now, I feel great about it. So thanks for letting me ride with you on this one. Everybody excited. That 7th Avenue shit look fun as hell. But I gotta be honest, I don't know. I like my peace and my comfort and the people that I know around me. So as fun as that looked, my comfortability looked just as good too. So you know what I'm saying? So, but it looked dope. I would like to see it. I might go one day, but.
Yeah, hey man, listen, I cannot knock them. That's New York passion right there, ladies and gentlemen. And then it gets better than that. It gets better, but it gets worse. That's the reason why I say that. If the New York Knicks win the championship, y'all better move out of New York. Just move out of New York. It ain't gonna be no more New York. All 5 branches of the military gonna be up in that motherfucker.
Right, you're right about
Army,
that.
the Air Force, the Navy, all of them gonna be up. If the New York Knicks win the championship, New York City is done. That is gonna be. Oh my God! Back in the old day, they said this movie called Escape from New York. Back in the day, OG movie. Kurt Russell.
Kurt Russell. I remember the movie.
Put out right now.
Yeah.
You know what, man? Listen, man, we got to be giddy about these guys, man. You know what? Listen, I think the pressure going to hit them tomorrow. And here's why I say that, ladies and gentlemen, why I'm calling this game tomorrow. This is the main reason I'm calling this game tomorrow. Even though they NBA champions, what happens now? They don't got Jason Tatum to get them going. You understand what I'm saying? Like depend on that dude. That's like us without Jalen Brunson or Cat, or them without Donovan Mitchell, or them without Luka, whatever the case may be, whatever team. When you lose your best player at a moment like that, I think that is too much to overcome, because that guy, he put 40 on us last night and they lost. You know what I mean?
And the way he was shooting, like he was on fire. We had a guy that was answering. But now you take that out. What was the final score? What was their final score?
13.
So take 42 out of that.
Yeah,
take 40 out of that. Take 35 out of that.
20 out.
So now they're gonna score 80, but they ain't gonna score 80 in there.
It's gonna be tough for them. Not saying they can't do it. The reason why I don't think they're gonna do it, because the same reason I've been saying the whole series since Detroit, and the same reason I'm saying this series, they are a jump shooting team.
Yeah.
They jump shooters, ladies and gentlemen. I could guard a jump shooter any day. Any day. I don't care who you is. I guard you. All you got to do is get up on them. Them cats don't put the ball on the floor and go down there and get buckets like that. Jalen Brunson do.
Damn sure does, brother.
They are nothing but jump shooters, man. So what do? You see what happened yesterday? They were knocking them jump shots down. What happened in the second half when my man McHale started getting up on my man jump shooting? Shut him down the whole second half. Jaylen Brown, we took his game away from him so much the other day that he just went to the bench in foul trouble. He just like, fuck it, I can't do nothing. We got wing stops over there, ladies and gentlemen. We got wing stops over there, man. And they wings against our wings. So far in this series, we've been doing the damn thing, except for last night when Jason Tatum erupted. Other than that, our wing stops been holding them down against them teams over there. Kay Cunningham asked him, he know. Asked my man last night, he know. Except for last night, he know what it was in that series, the first three games. I mean, Anunoby, man, he make it hard. Like I said, you can shoot 45% on that guy, but you might want to shooting 37% on Anunoby. It's a difference. You know what I mean? You might shoot 47 on him, but against Anunoby, you might be shooting 37%. And that 10% difference, that means you missing shots. And I just like what that do. I think them guys going to have a problem tomorrow. Don't get me wrong. I think they're going to go out fighting Jay Chosen before I leave. They're going to go out fighting. I'm not disrespecting them. I think they style of play and the New York Knicks style of play and our bag is deep. So not only are they going to get tired on the defense side of the ball, they're going to have to play our guys tomorrow. So that means they're going to be getting tired on that side of the ball. And if our defense making them tired, it's going to be a long night for them, man. I'm not, like I said, the only way I can see Knicks losing that game is we go on the road and go cold turkey. Just go brick shooting.
I'm saying if we have a horrible game, that's why I say tomorrow's the most important game, because we won, just real quick. We won coming back from 20 in 2 games. Not easy to do, and we should never been in that position. That means we played a C game and a B- game. To me, last night's game was the first A game we played in this series. The very first one. The rest of them were C, B-, and the third game was whatever. So I like how he played, but I know that Tibbs is not going to allow that garbage to happen. So if we're winning with Tatum on the team with the B- game, we can have a B- game and win tomorrow. As long as we don't have a D- game, we're fine.
Yep. And
I don't see that happening. I really don't. I think we're gonna blow them out the water. I think in the fourth quarter you're gonna see Cornette, Pritchard, whoever else out there, and our guys too.
Yep. Whether we get it tomorrow, then listen. Salute to the chat, man. Salute to everybody in the building. All y'all great content in there, man. Y'all just dropping mad jewels up in there, man. That's what I love about this thing, man. I can read the chats and be like, okay, I'm staying educated when I'm in here, man. Because you cats in there, man. Y'all the visible panel, like we always say. You guys might not be on a panel, but y'all the panel. Without the chat, man, ain't nothing happening anyway. So to everybody in the chat, man, and everybody who came in for the first time, and my man, nice, good to see you, my man, for real. To my brother, nice, Nick Yak, size 9, APAP, Pretty the boss, the whole chat, Met Nick fan, let's go. Corey Lindsay, thank you for coming in. Gear, my man, what's good? To everybody in the family, man. Queen Darlene, you already know what it is. Everybody, man, we nostalgic, Johnny D, everybody, man. About to say your name, it ain't intentionally. But listen, man, let's get it tomorrow, man. Let's get in here, the pregame show, 6 o'clock, ladies and gentlemen. Playing the Boston. I think that's a 7 o'clock game. We're going to get in here. Yeah, go in here and go and try to get these boys up out of here tomorrow, man. We really had something to talk about the following day, man. So, we just got to stay upbeat, stay focused, and bring our A game tomorrow. And we definitely talk about it in the pregame tomorrow.
7 o'clock tomorrow.
Yeah. Did we bring our A game? I think it's a wrap. Next, bring their A game, this shit is over. Like Met Nick fans, that he said, we just a better team. I think so. You know what I mean? We'll see how it goes. But and listen, man, y'all enjoy the night. Be safe out there. APAP, thank you for the super chat. Brian, thank you for the super chat. All you guys, man, appreciate y'all, man. Up and let's keep the lights on all the time, man. Real talk. I don't want to leave nobody out, but yeah, AP, my man, thank you, my brother. Appreciate you. Brian and Cox, appreciate you, man. Thanks for everybody coming in, man. Real talk. We're gonna get out of here. Jay, I'll see you tomorrow, my man. You have a good night, my brother.
You too, brother. Blessings to you and the family, man. And let's go Knicks. That's real talk.
Go Knicks. We'll see y'all tomorrow, man. Peace, everybody.
Peace, y'all.
We about to hit you with the recap like Aaron Judge with a bat, because we touching on facts, and plus we up in these hats. It's Nick's real talker, we cut from a different cloth. We cook a Nick broth with a different sauce. We bubble like a hot pot in the kitchen. We dripping on the surface, spitting verses with these bars of b-ball. Cause no matter how far the stars, we see all like a telescope. You can tell it's dope by the way we unveil these news and notes. Check the box score, a top score, knocking down shots. Plus we got a lock for 48 minutes, putting on the clinic. The Cat Lieutenant, they entered the winner. The game is over. We trooping in our 10 boots like soldiers and train the planes and Range Rover. I'm getting up and over the list. We on the BQE and we maneuvering swift. This ain't Tokyo, but you know we can drift. Cause the pokey be on the low, so you know our flow had to shift. We about to be out in a few. No doubt next time we see you to be on the game preview. It's Nick's real talk and we a vibe. We get it poppin' every day and every night. We on that Nick shit and you know we about the vibe. So let's ride. It's Nick's real talk and we a vibe. We get it poppin' every day and every night. We on that Nick shit and you know we about the vibe. So let's ride.